her work, although she's just knitting. Taking up a craft like that is typical of women who were told as little girls that idleness is a sin.
I guess if they're knitting, they're never idle. Clever. What the hell was that? Look at the glass of toothpicks. Yes. I could clean my teeth with one of these.
The steward
Lovely.
must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally he would offer them
Useless.
discreetly after dinner.
Useless. I can take a toothpick. Sure. Nobody saw anything. Right, let's go to the next place. Oh, here we go. This is the dock. It's Dr. Gebhardt. Or Dr. Gebhardt. I don't know how you say it.
Ah, Mr...
Zellner.
Right. How can I help you?
You are a gentleman, yes? Anything suspicious?
Tell me, did you notice anything suspicious here on the train or in Zurich?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform? No. Is there any reason to be concerned?
No, just routine.
Constable Zellner, please don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Legarde is his name, if I recall correctly.
Legrand.
If you say so. At the train station in Zurich, he put a cash box into the safe, and then kept close watch as it was loaded onto the train. Don't tell me that a man at his pay grade routinely tramps across the Alps just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
A cash box? Like the ones you'd find in safe deposit boxes?
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
Such as... Okay, the cash box.
I do indeed have a theory, but what's yours?
A ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx. The second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both jewels were supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years. It does make one wonder.
Indeed.
Robbery in London.
Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
Okay, so newspaper.
May I borrow your newspaper?
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
Yeah.
You caught me out.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Dankeschön.
Conductor.
There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves, and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He's not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Missing purse.
I meant to ask, the Baroness is missing her purse.
A baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The queen of crime is over there, and now a baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her.
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
Wow.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
Yes. Bye bye. What the hell? I just started to turn around for no reason. Always take a look at every available object. Yeah, I guess. Ah, shit, I got the part about the newspaper, didn't I? Newspaper!
In the wind is really no place to be reading the newspaper.
Ooh.
I'd better go back inside.
Do not you fucking serious. I had no idea that was gonna happen. That was so stupid. I didn't want to do that, you prick. Oh, whatever. And the music's quite nice as well. Very just relaxed and soothing. I pressed B to read it. Oh, maybe you see. There we go. Never mind.
Luna's Drops, the calming herbal liqueur for women. A glass a day. It relaxes the nerves and maintains domestic tranquility. Luna's Drops, if you don't want to bother your husband.
Wow.
A story about the upcoming Oscars and Cleopatra's chances of winning.
Mm-hmm.
An incredible feat. They built the largest movie set of all time in Rome. And because of the main actress's many illnesses, several changes of director, and months of delays, cost shot to over $14 million. The most expensive movie ever made. A record never to be broken.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
John Surtees won the Formula One World Championship for the first time on Saturday. He also won the World Championship in motorcycle racing from 1956 to 1960, making him the only man in motorsports to win world championships in both motorcycle and Formula One events.
Nice.
Not really my cup of tea.
Me
Too
neither.
loud, too fast, too much exhaust.
Wait, I haven't read enough. There we go.
Let's see if there's any news. Blah, 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 blah. Eye of the Sphinx. One of two priceless jewels. Extraordinary pure ruby. 2000 BC, etc., etc. Old news. And here, shocking burglary. Professional thieves surprised by museum guard Charles Langley and Constable Robert Oliver of Scotland Yard. Explosion? Not really anything new. One of the two eyes of the Sphinx, a ruby that's nearly 4,000 years old, was stolen from the British Museum. The burglar was surprised, but managed to escape with his loot without being recognized. That's the official story. But it says nothing about Legrand and the second eye.
True. Alright, we're done with that. Now we can go and meet Legrand in the freight car. Can't believe I have to load the scene just from reading a newspaper. There we go. Go outside. Yeah, I like when it plays music while the game's loading. Like, that's nice. Even if the music kind of distorted at some parts. End of the freight car.
I strongly suspect that the door is locked. No, it's open.
My god.
Hello? Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
Put the gun down, Robert. If I may introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the yard. And this is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
Okay. It's a trap.
Then I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo?
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
Personal investigations.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
Archaeologist compartment.
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out?
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train and see that Professor Lucien gets back into his compartment.
Will do, bro.
Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Constable Robert Oliver.
Constable Robert Oliver. Is it possible that I read your name in the newspaper?
Ah, could be, sir. Could very well be.
Robert was there when the first Eye of the Sphinx was stolen.
Why were you in the museum? Did you spot something from outside?
Well, sir, I noticed that a door was ajar, which was suspicious, and it was my duty to investigate, sir.
Scotland Yard gave him a commendation and assigned him to me as a liaison.
A great honor, sir.
Nice. Purse.
Baroness von Trebitz told me that she's missing her purse.
Baroness von Trebitz? Interesting.
Indeed, sir.
But it has nothing to do with our case.
So I shouldn't concern myself with the matter.
Why not? It's your job as a policeman. But don't expect me to be particularly interested in a lost purse.
What do you know of this Raven's heir?
He tried to blow me up.
Wow.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with yet.
But you're
In any
right.
event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? It could just as easily be a woman.
Or several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Monsieur,
Never mind.
I go attend to the door now.
Good. And, Constable Zellner,
Yes?
don't bother us unless you have something new to report.
Of course. A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement. Knock twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood.
Okay, that's weird. But don't bother us again. It's like, oh, I forgot. To examine an item in the inventory, select it and press B. Yeah, I know that. I know.
An investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Maybe. Back to the saloon. Car. Oh, fuck. Damn it, I forgot something very obvious. And it's something I was going to mess around with before I went in to see Legrand. It's a toolbox of sorts. Here we go, down here. There, examine the box.
A box with a padlock. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here.
Open the box.
Locked.
Bang, bang!
Fucking Jesus.
Don't move!
Mad, have you gone mad?
I'll shoot! pistol!
You'll get it back in Venice. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.